That's all buckaroo. What a shower you are on Craggy Island.
Yeah.
The three of you. When you first got hold of the idea, when they told you about what Father Ted was going to be dealing with, was it something of a surprise, something of a shock?
It was a complete shock. I almost died of shock when I heard about it. It was it came completely out of the blue because I was a stand-up comic, and I still am. And somebody just said to me, would you be interested in this? And I said, yeah, not expecting anything to come of it. And I went along, and for some reason or other, they picked me. So.
But it's quite risky material, isn't it?
Oh, it's shocking. It's not really. I mean, it's very gentle sort of humour, really. And most priests don't watch comedy really, and certainly don't watch Channel 4. But I think they enjoy it. The ones who do. They find it like well, first of all, they see a lot of themselves in it anyway, and they recognise a lot of the types.
But there you are dealing with three priests on this island, off Ireland itself, who really don't know much about the church or care about it, even if they did.
No.
I mean, how is it received in Ireland?
It's very popular there, actually. I mean, some people don't get Channel 4, so they don't see it. But what they do is they all gather in pubs and watch it on satellite. It's so popular. I mean, but most people, like certainly in the cities, see Channel 4 anyway. Yeah. But it's hugely popular, particularly the repeat of the first series.
Words got round and everybody's now watching.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's the thing. Now, how would a poor creature like Dougal ever end up being a priest? How would you imagine he came to that position?
I think most priests are a bit like Dougal, actually. I really do.
What, as hapless as that?
I modelled myself on priests. I followed priests around for months. And I followed them into confession boxes and things like that, and stood behind them watching the way they act, and I said mass a few times as well, and nobody seemed to know the difference.
Did you wear your tank top?
Of course I did.
As someone who's come from, as you say, a comedy background and a writing background, some of the gags that we see, your gags on Father Ted, like the walking off through the door but then hitting a wall instead, the visual stuff, has that been put in by you? How much of that goes on?
Well, not really. I mean, for me, it's such a change from stand-up, like where I feel the pressure's off me a bit, because you're part of a huge team. You know, the writers spend months working on it, and director and producer have a huge, job to do. And we've actually got the easiest job. We get all the credit, and we do very little, really. I just go in, I read the lines, and I kind of learn them, and then I go in and do them. So, but I think what happens maybe this time is, like, because the writers saw me do it last year, they can write it, the second series is always better than the first, because they can sort of write the character, having seen some of the things you do. Yeah.
Tell me something. So how did you celebrate the night that you won the Best Newcomer Comedy Award?
I just broke down in tears. No, well, we went back to Ireland the next day. We went back to the fictional island, Craggy Island. We were in the middle of recording at the time, all the location stuff. So we went straight back, and there was a huge welcoming committee for us. And the whole of Ireland met us at the airport.
Where do you shoot the Craggy Island bits, the exteriors?
It's actually, we built this island in the sea about 10 miles off the coast.
No, you didn't. I don't believe you didn't, did you?
We did. It's built of tons and tons of sludge. So Ireland is now a sludge-free country. We sucked it all up.
Bog-free country, nearly. Yeah. Were you always a joker as a child? Were you the life and soul of the party?
No, I wasn't. I didn't go to any parties. I was very quiet, actually. Very quiet, very shy. I didn't speak until I was 18. And my parents actually, they didn't know I went into comedy or anything like that. They didn't know I did anything until they actually saw Father Ted on TV. It was the first time they ever saw me doing anything.
And what was their reaction to it?
They were thrilled. They were delighted to see me do something.
Mm-hmm. So you came up through the comedy clubs and stuff. Now, how do audiences differ in comedy clubs, say between Dublin, London, I don't know, in a city in America, say?
Right. Well, in Dublin, like there aren't many clubs to begin with anyway. We set up one ourselves, myself and some friends, about 5 or 6 years ago, and that's where we started. And most Irish comics start there, and then they have to go away because there just aren't enough clubs. For some reason or other, people don't go to comedy clubs in Dublin, so you all move to London. And I moved about 2 years ago, and it's just much better because there's just more places to play. You just get around more, and it's good.
But when you come from that writing background, and then you get to work with two other actors so closely, how much can you put in your own material and have a bit of interplay between you? I mean, is there much of that improvisation that goes on?
I mean, first of all, I find the scripts really, really funny anyway. We all do, and like, so it's actually, and you know, it's great for a change because stand-up spend a lot of time on their own, you know, just being miserable, and you sort of spend a lot of time travelling around on your own as well. So it's actually great to work with other people for a change. So it's just kind of a party atmosphere, if you like.
Yes.
It's just really, really good fun to do.
It certainly comes across. Will you stay with Father Ted? Because it could run and run, couldn't it?
Oh, I will. I mean, if it goes to another series, I mean, I probably will. I mean, but I'm a stand-up first and foremost, and you know, that's what I'm pursuing at the moment.
Yes.
So you know, I'm going to be touring this year and stuff like that. So you know, we'll be really concentrating on that. And
it's good to see that you haven't got that flat hair in real life.
I know.
I tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ardal O'Hanlon.
Thanks very much. Thank you.